Yo, the kingdom of heaven has come near to you. Jesus Christ is the name that I come in. I am not a robot, I'm a real human. And I got this Epstein list here for you, and it's like Christmas, so the Lord checks his list to see who's naughty and nice. Well, this is basically seemingly the naughty list. These are all, if you consent to following me in the name of Jesus Christ, then you're willing to hear what I have to say, and it's not forced upon you. Otherwise, it's a list of well-known names that are actually just all of liars. They're either fallen angels or of the bloodline of fallen angels. They're vampiric and shape-shifting. It's not cool. All this can be proven on the other YouTube channel, Fittest Flat Earther. Fittest Flat Earther, check it out. So this is all in chronological order. I'm not sure. I think some of these entities are thousands of years old and some hundreds, and then maybe some new. So this is from oldest to youngest. 1550 to 1050 BC. So before Christ was born, in Egypt there's a limestone bust, which is like a sculpture from the shoulders up, and it looks just like Michael Jackson. Okay, so I think the entity that we've known of as Michael Jackson has been about 3,000 years old. Okay, yeah. And oh, sorry, before that, I think the oldest are these two. Abaddon, also known as Apollyon, has also gone by the name of Elvis Presley or Donald Trump. And then Artemis has also gone by the name of Princess Diana. That's also gone by the name of Melania Trump. So if you're living forever by evil means, you might want to blend in with humans, and you might want to fake your passing and come back as another person so that people don't get suspicious and be like, wow, why aren't you aging? You know, what are you doing? You're staying healthy and young. You haven't aged a bit. So it's like this fake passing stuff. Alexander the Great, the entity that has been Alexander the Great seems to also now be Baron Trump. And then Francis Bacon, now Sam Tripoli. Philip IV of Spain, now Mark Zuckerberg. Diego Velasquez, now Peter Dinklage. Ulysses S. Grant, and then Philip Hartman, and then Walter White. Teddy Roosevelt, and then Robin Williams. Glenn Close, Uncle Pappy. Harry Houdini, Joe Burrow. Aleister Crowley, Joe Rogan. Adolf Hitler, Fred Trump, Donald Trump's dad. As we know of it, the roles that they play, I don't think they're actually related like that. They might be in an evil way. Curly, as in the Three Stooges. Curly, John Goodman. Cary Grant, George Clooney. Robert Johnson, Denzel Washington. George Reeves, Warner Von Braun. That's a three-parter. So George Reeves, and then Warner Von Braun, and then Elon Musk. Sidney Luft, Vince Vaughn. JFK, Jimmy Carter. Charles Bronson, Josh Brolin. Judy Garland. This is a four-parter. Judy Garland, and then Elizabeth Perkins, and then Winona Ryder, and then Millie Bobby Brown. Two-parter: Sammy Davis Jr., Don Cheadle. Marilyn Monroe, Andy Warhol. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Don King. Anton LaVey, Andrew Tate. This is a five-parter: George Jones, Jim Carrey, Keanu Reeves. Okay, so there seems to be at the core of it an entity that has been posing as the name Jim Carrey, and there seems to be at the core of it an entity that has been posing as Keanu Reeves. Within such entities, both seem to have played themselves, played each other, right? So it seems like the entity that has been known as Jim Carrey has played the role of Keanu Reeves, and it seems like the entity that has played the role of Keanu Reeves has played Adam Driver. It's trippy. Otherwise, the five-parter: George Jones, Jim Carrey, Keanu Reeves, Joe Biden. So it seems like Jim Carrey wore a mask to play Joe Biden, and then it was mostly Walton Goggins, or lately has been playing the role of Walton Goggins. Larry Hagman, Tom Brady. This is a four-parter: James Dean, Brad Pitt, Benicio del Toro, Austin Butler. Two-parter: Mr. Fred Rogers, as in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and Tom Hanks. Dolores Cannon and Queen Elizabeth, Johnny Cash and Jerry Jones, and the wife. So the wife of Johnny Cash is the same entity as the wife of Jerry Jones. Bill Bixby, Robert Downey Jr., John Madden, Frank Caliendo, Ernie Terrell, Chris Rock, Bob Dylan, Adam Sandler, Martha Stewart, Diane Sawyer. This seems like a three-parter. So there's more names on the Fittest Flat Earther. This is a lot to go through, so I haven't gotten through all of it, but Muhammad Ali, and then Will Smith, and then I think the entity that has played the role of Will Smith has also played the role of Medea. I haven't watched that video yet, but the thumbnail shows such. Three-parter: John Denver, Steve Irwin, Steve Backshaw, and the wife. So the same wife of John Denver is the same wife of Steve Irwin. Mick Jagger, Youngblood, also known as Dominic Richard Harris, or Harrison. Keith Richards, Machine Gun Kelly, also known as Colson Baker, and the wife. So the wife of Keith Richards is the same wife of MG Machine Gun Kelly. And I didn't decide to write the names down of all the wives. I'm just focusing on the core influencer and its fraudness. And then if such has a wife, then I just put wife. Hillary Clinton, Sabrina Carpenter. So all these names that you're hearing, as soon as you hear them, the appropriate thing to be is like, man, that's too bad. It's another fake one. I've been fooled, you know. So you hear these names, don't trust these names anymore. Harold Ramis, Christian Bale, Bob Marley, Nelson Mandela, and Andre the Giant, Nikolai Valor. Here's a three-parter. Liza Minnelli, Amy Winehouse, Lady Gaga, John Bonham, Weird Al Yankovic, Ozzy Osbourne, Dana Strum, Andy Kaufman, Nicolas Cage, Tom Petty, Ed Helms, John Candy, Luke Combs, Dale Earnhardt, Morgan Wallen, Christopher Reeve, Brandon Ruth and the wife, Hulk Hogan, Aaron Rodgers, Bruce Willis, Bob Odenkirk, Michael Madsen, Tucker Carlson, Kevin Spacey, Jeff Bezos, Val Kilmer, Pete Holmes, Nicole Brown Simpson, Megyn Kelly. Ellen DeGeneres seems to have put on a mask and played the role of Bradley Cooper. Tom Cruise seemed to have put on a mask and played the role of Philip Seymour Hoffman in a Mission Impossible movie, but it seems like Philip Seymour Hoffman at all times was really just Tom Cruise wearing a mask. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Tommy Lee Jones, Keith Whitley, Hugh Jackman, Anthony Bourdain, Keir Starmer, Toby Mac, Eminem. You wonder why there's so many passings in Hollywood and so many people passing away. It's all fake. Just fake passing aways. Toby Mac, Eminem, Chris Farley, Tim Dillon, and then later on, Chris Farley Sr. Chris Cornell, Jonathan Rumi, Kurt Cobain, Rivers Cuomo, Lane Staley, Glenn Powell, Matthew McConaughey, Gavin Newsom, Sean Combs, Kai Sinet. I just realized I missed one on the list. I'll just say it to you right now. Jackie Robinson, Michael Jordan. Selena, J-Lo, Corey Haim, Henry Cavill and the wife, Jonathan Brandis, Bradley Cooper, Chadwick Boseman, Shabuzi, Pat Tillman, Josh Bridges, Chester Bennington, Tom Holland, Orlando Bloom, Pedro Pascal, Kobe Bryant, Myles Garrett, Britney Spears, Emily Van Camp, Chris Henry, Anthony Mackie, Sean Taylor, Micah Parsons, Josh Duggar, J.D. Vance, Anna Duggar, Erica Kirk, Anton Yelchin, David Cornsweat, Charlie Kirk, Spencer Cox, Alyssa Altabelli, Caitlin Clark, Gigi Bryant, Angel Reese. Alright, and I'm just going to cut it short. Thank you. Like and subscribe and share and comment.